Eric Gordon, Johnny Backlund in row number 4, Steve Stassa, and Chris Maxson in row number 5. The safety lights are out. We should get a start this time around if they stay in line. Remember, the top 3 go to the feature. 4th through 8th go to the semi. Top 3 to the feature. And it's very important on who wins it. Let's watch them go. Robbie Block goes to the point. This is McAllister, 32 car. Jimmy Sills hugging that 4 down low. Block leads it after 1. Hazelton holds down 2nd. Hazelton now takes over 2nd. Jimmy Sills 3rd. Chuck Gurney 4th. Johnny Coper back to 5th. Remember the 10-lap heat races. Jimmy Sills tries to find his way around Hazelton. Hazelton has to back off. Chuck Gurney closes the gap on him as Hazelton lost a little momentum. Chuck Gurney down low trying to get in the 3rd spot to make the feature. Robbie Block leads it after 3. Coming by to complete the 4th lap, Robbie Block. Jimmy Sills giving chase in 2nd. Ron Hazelton holding on in 3rd. Chuck Gurney in 4th. Gurney's got to find his way around to get into the top 3. Johnny Coper. Now Gurney's going to try and find his way around Hazelton for 3rd. Chuck Gurney dives down low. Hazelton gets up high in the cushion and Gurney takes the spot. Chuck Gurney now in 3rd. Chris Maxson pulls up lane in the 52 car. Now Jimmy Sills trying to hold Robbie Block for the lead. Sills locked side by side down the front. Jimmy Sills, Robbie Block. In that order, Chuck Gurney back to 3rd. Hazelton in 4th. Jimmy Sills, your new leader. Robbie Block, Chuck Gurney. Now Chuck Gurney trying to find his way around Robbie Block. Gurney down low, Block bangs the wall in the 32 car. Now will Robbie hang on? Robbie's got to hang on, try and make the feature. He's got a down right rear tire. Robbie Block flat right rear tire. He won't be able to hold on. And we're going to have a yellow flag out. Gurney and Jimmy Sills take the yellow. As Jimmy Sills puffing blue smoke. Jimmy Sills puffing blue smoke as it comes out. Robbie Block banging the wall of the 32 car. Flattens that right rear tire. Going to be 2 laps. That was a jump. Director of competition Mitch Miller was talking about better start. We're going to show them green and white. Hey, this is anybody's ball game here. Only 3 drivers go. As Hazelton, they're going to be coming for the checker this time. Coming for the checker this time, Jimmy Sills, who's going to take that 3rd spot. And Sills, Gurney, Ron Hazelton takes 3rd. Eric Gordon back to 4th. Johnny Coper back to 5th. Johnny Backlund in 6th position. and gentlemen, CRA Stars, Sprint Car Stars, Earth Stars, Huntsville, California. Jimmy Joe, third of your team race, coming out of grandstand. Here's your second heat race lineup. Inside front row, 5W S-Car. Bob Davidson, outside the 4S Mark Stasa. Second row inside, 9 Bob Frank from the second heat race.
Yellow light is out. Bob Davison, Mark Stasa. Row number 1, Pepe Marchese, Russ Gamester, row number 2. Roush and Pankratz, row number 3. Ricky Gray, Andy Pierce, row number 4. Tommy White, Chris Christensen. In row number 5, 10 cars, 10 laps. Top 3 go to the feature. Everybody else will try and qualify through the semi. Well, let's take a check of this start. Davison in the Ford. Look at that. Slow, 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 slow. Now we're green. Green stays on. They pour down the backstretch. Davison in the lead. Keith Roush running second. High through the corner. Pepe Marchese holding on to third. Roush and Davidson running 1 and 2. Gamester down low. Russ Gamester in the 68 car. Pulls it up. Can he hold on to third? Pankratz, Pepe Marchese back to fourth. Keith Roush leading the way. They lap the first. Pass up Davison. Roush goes up, tries to bang the wall. Pankratz running in second. Russ Gamester running in third. Pepe Marchese holding on to fourth. Andy Pierce trying to put himself in position as he gets around Pepe into fourth. Andy Pierce now into fourth place. Leading the way. Wally Pankratz running in second. Andy Pierce right up on the bench of the 91 car. Here comes your leader, Keith Roush, out of Arvada, Colorado. Wally Pankratz, Russ Gamester, top 3. Still leads the way. Wally Pankratz runs second of those 3. Russ Gamester in third. Coming down for the white flag, signifying 1 lap to go. Keith Roush, Wally Pankratz. Here comes Gamester up on Pankratz. Remember, finishing position is very important in the heat races. Andy Pierce pulls up playing with the 91 car. Look at Gamester down low, the white flag lap alongside Pankratz. Pankratz high, Gamester low. Who's it going to be? Momentum says Wally in for second. Here's a good race for 4th, 5th, and 6th right here. Ho! As the 91 car, Andy Pierce was off speed. Pepe Marchese, Ricky Gray were both coming around him at the line. How about it, Keith Roush, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of your second heat race. 68, Russ Gamester runs second. Get them all counted here. Delackey in the 74 car. We're missing him. Missing the 74 car of Delackey. So Delackey, we get word, will not be out. Yeah, go ahead. Robert Delackey has blown a motor and out of the heat of the Saturday night portion of the Belleville Midget Nationals, sponsored by Miller Genuine Draft. Dean Franklin, Mark Pazzarelli, row number 1, Vernetti. Jerry Coons Jr., row number 2, Knepper and Sleepy Trip. Hans Lean, Ronnie Burke, Dave Strickland in the back. 9 cars for 10 laps, top 3 go to the feature. Let's watch Jimmy to see if we get a green. Looks like a good start. In the 23 car, got the lead. The car's got their momentum. Sleepy Trip's going to fall in behind him in second. Hans Lean a little bit high. Sleepy hanging on to second place. Jerry Coons Jr. diving down low in the car number 12. 3 abreast. Here comes Sleepy alongside Franklin. Pazzarelli holding on to third for the time being, but Knepper slides in front. So Steve Knepper now up into third. Mark Pazzarelli back to fourth. Dean Franklin still holding off Sleepy Trip. After 3, it's still Tulsa, Oklahoma's Dean Franklin. Pazzarelli gets around Greg Vernetti. Holding in the back, Sleepy up alongside, now drops in behind, now alongside him. Watch, he's going to give him a shot, Tripp and Franklin. Sleepy and Franklin side by side. Franklin not giving an inch, and here comes Steve Knepper up into the fray. At the halfway point, it's still Franklin, Tripp, Knepper. Hans Lean running high in the car number 2. Your top 3 coming out of corner number 4, the sweeping turn, Dean Franklin, Sleepy Trip, and Steve Knepper. Your top 3 have broken away now. There's going to be 3 laps to go this time by. Sleepy's going to try him down low again. He slides by Franklin. Sleepy Trip gets by Dean Franklin for the lead with 2 laps to go. Trip, Franklin, Knepper in that order. Going to be 2 laps to go this time by. Knepper's going to try and find his way around Dean Franklin. Knepper down low. Franklin stays up high, committed to run the top. And Knepper now up into second. On the right side left, Sleepy Trip. Steve Knepper. Dean Franklin. Running 1, 2, and 3. Sleepy Trip takes the checkered flag. Steve Knepper runs second. Dean Franklin runs third, then back to Jerry Coos, Dave Strickland, Mark Pazzarelli. Ladies and gentlemen, a 2-time winner out of Costa Mesa, California. The winner of your 3rd heat race tonight, runs Sleepy Trip as he comes by. Steve Knepper, your 88 champion out of Belleville, Illinois, runs in second place. And a good run for Dean Franklin, ladies and gentlemen, out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Good run for Dean as he held off the Sleepy one for about 6 laps and didn't quite know what to do when he lost that. Knepper went around him on the bottom, but a good run for that 23 car. Here's your 4th.
You just won that last heat race. Ron, you seem to have it dialed in. How's it working? How do you think it's going to work by the time you get to the A-mains?
still on the point. Fawcett holds down a 32 car. 32 car Fawcett. Gary Fawcett. The yellow flag is out as Tony Elliott in the 6P car pulls up lame at the bottom of corner number 2. Tony Elliott in the 6P car dead at the base of corner number 2. Okay, you still got him there, or is he gone? Yeah, it came through fine. Not as much time on the intro. All right, word from the pits. The 32 car, Robbie Flock, is ready to go. Robbie Flock is ready to go. But this race is coming back, ready to go. One lap down, look at him come. Nossinger up in the battle. Remember, only 3 cars are going to transfer. Howerton on the outside of the 77 car. Remember, all the top 3 are going to go. Here they come. Wilkins, Fawcett, and Drainen. 32, 33, and 34 on the point. Tony Elliott making a serious move in the 6P car. Eric Wilkins leads away. Gary Fawcett in behind, riding for second and third. Here comes Nossinger in the 40 car to challenge. Brad Nossinger trying to put that 40 car into the feature event. Nossinger down low. Drainen holding on to second place. Nossinger's got the momentum and holds on to the lead. Tony Elliott up lame in the 6P car. Eric Wilkins out of Glendale, Arizona, your leader. But Drainen puffs it. Danny Drainen blows it up the 33 car. Drainen goes away. So now your battle for third between Rick Howerton. Randy Roberts now up into third. Randy Roberts as he gets around the 32 car. Fawcett's back. That puts Randy Roberts up into third. Randy Roberts up into third place, but they're still chasing Eric Wilkins. Brad Nossinger running in second. Randy Roberts running in third. Eric Wilkins on the white flag left. White flag left for Wilkins. Brad Nossinger running in second. Randy Roberts running in third. Here comes your winner of the 4th heat race. Glendale, Arizona's Eric Wilkins. Second place goes to Brad Nossinger. Third place to Randy Roberts. 4th place to Gary Fawcett. Then back to Rick Howerton. Kelly Shaw out of New Mexico coming around for his checkered flag. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude our qualifying heat races this evening. As now, when we started the night, we had 8 cars qualified for your national championship race. Now we have 12 more of that. We're at 20 cars. We'll take 4 for the semi. Our next race up will be the semi. That'll come after our intermission. We'll take 4 for the semi to fill out your national championship field. 24 cars for 40 laps. Strickland, Rick Howard in row number 4. Robbie Flock, Tommy White in row number 5. And then on back. Pazzarelli is back there. 2 former champions of this race, Johnny Backlund, Mark Stassa, Greg Vernetti, Chris Maxson, Randy Whitman, Ronnie Burke, Hans Lane, Shaw scheduled to go. In this event, it goes 12 laps, yellow still on, no start this time around. The semi-main event of the Belleville Midget Nationals on the high banks. 12 laps. Eric Gordon, Ricky Gray setting the pace. We got 2 former winners in this race. Lights off. Let's watch them go. Clean start. We're green. Pouring through the corner. Eric Gordon into the lead. Eric Gordon in the lead. After 1. Jerry Coons hanging on to second. Ricky Gray back to 3rd and 4th. Remember, all of the top 4 are going to go to your feature tonight. Top 4 go to the feature. Ricky Gray off speed just a little bit up against the cushion. Is still Eric Gordon. Robbie Black working his way through the field. Robbie Black running like a man possessed in the 32 car. Robbie Black is up to 4th. Here comes Robbie Black. Jerry Coons, Dave Strickland holding on a second. Here comes Black. Robbie Black in the 32 car. Reeling them in. Robbie Black around the outside. Eric Gordon still your leader. Eric Gordon still leading the way. Robbie Black overhauls Dave Strickland for second. So now it's Eric Gordon at the halfway point. Right here. Dave Strickland trying to hold on to 3rd. Remember, all of the top 4 are going to the feature. Eric Gordon still leads the way. Robbie Black running in second. Look at this race, we're going in 4th place right in front. Remember, only 4 cars can go. Dave Strickland, Jerry Coons Jr. running 3rd and 4th. But Boston is right down the 32 car. Eric Gordon still leads the way. The leader's coming by. Chris Christensen up close to the fence. Strickland's going to be coming by. He's still trying to hang on to the top 4. Eric Gordon, still leader on the white flag left. Dave Strickland now back to 5th. As Strickland back to 5th. Jerry Coons. And Gary Bussett firing your 3rd and 4th spot. There's your winner, Eric Gordon in the car number 3. Robbie Black takes over second.
And Gary Fawcett makes the feature race. From Greenfield, Indiana, your winner, Eric Gordon.
What about the run from Brian Ronnie Clark? Started in 10th position, was up to third after one. By that time, Eric Gordon had with too much distance to catch up with a green and checkered 12-lap race. They could not catch up. So Eric Gordon takes home the win in the country. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at Belleville, your national Chuck Gurney won his in 1989, who was 40 laps green to checker. Let's hope we do it right now. Have a 40-lap green to checker event. A good clean event. And there's all 24 cars going back to their trailers at the completion of the event. Marty?
Go ahead.
Phil Hevelo on the pole. A two-time winner outside of him from Janesville, Wisconsin, Stan Fox outside of him. Stevie Reeves, the young Charger out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Next to him, the veteran, Jack Hewitt, driving the Zeronian car. Jack Hewitt knows his way around. In the third row on the inside, their national championship car from last year, Danny Bors. In the Raleigh Helmling car, number 1, Gary Howard, young Charger out of California. Frank Pedregon, John Heidenreich, your track record holder. So, ladies and gentlemen, the drivers are going to salute you, the race fans, now with a traditional 4-abreast parade lap. The finest field of midget drivers in the country in front of the finest group of fans in the country, the Belleville Midget Nationals. It's Saturday night. Let's get ready to rock and roll and strut and stroll as your national championship field is going to be coming by. Hands above your head and wave them back and forth as your national championship field salutes you, the race fan, for coming to the races and supporting your national championship field comes by. Now they'll go back to 2x2. 40 laps. Let's get them green to checkered. Is to think. Hevelo, Fox, Reeves. This time, lighters out, the pot is right. Ladies and gentlemen, your national championship field. Phil Hevelo sets the pace. Let's hope it goes 40 green to checkered. We're green, looks like a good start. Hevelo was married to the bottom last night. Keith Roush goes up top. Is off speed in the zero car. Roush really off speed in the zero car. Back in the back of the pack, but it's Fox going to lead the first one. Stan Fox after one. Jack Hewitt, Stevie Reeves, running second and third. Hevelo back to fourth, trying to gain momentum in that 44 car, but it's still Stan Fox. Sleepy Trip making a move. Sleepy Trip up to fifth. Sleepy Trip up to fifth place. Fox, Hewitt, Reeves, Johnny Heidenreich, and Sleepy Trip, your top five. Field running close. Still Stan Fox trying to become the first three-time winner. Jack Hewitt running in second. Stevie Reeves running in third.
Jack Hewitt running in second. Stevie Reeves running in third. Johnny Heidenreich running in fourth. Sleepy Trip in fifth. Danny Moore's hanging on. Oh, hello, coming to run the bottom. Fox, Hewitt, Stevie Reeves running 1, 2, 3. Johnny Heidenreich fourth. Sleepy Trip in fifth. Making a move through the field, along with Wally Pankratz. Now Stevie Reeves coming up alongside, closing the gap on Jack Hewitt for second. Stevie Reeves up alongside Jack Hewitt. Stevie Reeves cut down low. Jack Hewitt up high. Stan Fox, Jack Hewitt, Stevie Reeves. The top five have extended it out. Johnny Heidenreich, Sleepy Trip, running fourth and fifth. Danny Moore's up to sixth. Reeves now closes up the gap on Hewitt once again. Heidenreich and Tripp, still your top five. Wilkins gets around Danny Moore for fourth, fifth. Stevie Reeves almost bangs the wall in the 11 car. Got back, snuffs off a little speed, and Jack Hewitt extends it out. Now Jack Hewitt closing the gap on Stan Fox. Here comes Hewitt up on Fox. Jack Hewitt coming up on Stan Fox, making a dive down low. Jack Hewitt down low, Stan Fox up high. Who's it going to be? Hewitt and Fox side by side. Here comes Stevie Reeves up now. Here come your leaders by the grandstand. There goes Stevie Reeves down low. Stan Fox up high. Jack Hewitt, Stevie Reeves made a run. Now Hewitt and Reeves are both down low. Here's your race for the lead. Stan Fox, Jack Hewitt, Stevie Reeves, and John Heidenreich. Now we're going to be getting into lap traffic. As your leaders now, Stan Fox, Jack Hewitt, Stevie Reeves, John Heidenreich, and Sleepy Trip. Stevie Reeves almost spins it. Stevie Reeves almost spins it. Loses 2 positions. Stevie Reeves back to fourth.
Jack Hewitt. Stevie Reeves gets by Heinrich. Stevie Reeves and Heinrich. Wheel to wheel racing. Stevie Reeves and Heinrich side by side. They're ready for the lead. Jack Hewitt down low. We're going to have a spin. Yellow is out. Yellow is out. Yellow flag is out. As the car number 6 of Gary Howard. Gary Howard in the car number 6. We believe it's Howard. The car number 6 of Gary Howard had a brief oil fire. A brief oil fire in the car number 9 or 6 brings out a yellow flag 25 laps in. As Gary Howard brings out the yellow 25 laps into a 40-lap race. Stan Fox still leading the way. Let's see if we get a green this time. The green is up. Hewitt, does he have the momentum? Yes! Stevie Reeves. Fox, Heinrich. Stevie Reeves gets around Fox. On the restart. Hewitt, Reeves, Fox, and Heinrich. Jack Hewitt, Stevie Reeves, Stan Fox, John Heinrich. Sleepy Trip now trying to get over Hall for 5th. Danny Moores gets around Sleepy Trip for 5th, but here comes Gangster down low. Heinrich now gets around Fox for 3rd. Johnny Heinrich now in 3rd place. Stan Fox back to 4th after leading it. And Sleepy Trip is going backwards. Jack Hewitt, Stevie Reeves coming by, 11 laps to go. Jack Hewitt leads the way. Stevie Reeves running in 2nd. 10 laps to go. A car at the bottom of corner number 3 erupts into flame and comes to a stop at the bottom of corner number 3. Yellow was out. What number? Wayne, what number? The car was the Ron Hazelton car, number 11. The white number 11 of Ronnie Hazelton is the driver at the bottom of corner number 3. You got anything for me, Wayne? Get over to Wilkie's. Get over to the 11 car pit. The 11 car. Wilkie, Stevie Reeves pit. Are those Wilkies over there? Or Zeroni, neither one. For these 6 laps. Let's watch the restart. 8 laps, excuse me, 8 laps. Here's your restart. Stevie Reeves, Jack Hewitt, and John Heinrich. Heinrich's leg for life on Stevie Reeves. Stevie hangs on for second. We'll see how committed Heinrich is to the bottom. 7 laps to go this time. Stevie Reeves. Heinrich gets by Reeves. Heinrich gets by Stevie Reeves for second. Russ Gaither for 5th. Gaither down low. Boxy up high. Fox holds on. Gaither can't make it work on the bottom. Here comes Wally Pankratz. Up to challenge. Gaither and Pankratz battling out for more than 5th. Coming on, 2 laps to go unofficially. 2 laps to go. Up against the fence, Hewitt. Heinrich, Stevie Reeves, Dan Bach. Coming by for the white flag this time. Jack Hewitt gets the white flag, 1 lap to go. Stevie Reeves. Johnny Heinrich battling out for second. Out of Troy, Ohio, your winner of the Zeronian car, Jack Hewitt. 2nd place goes to Heinrich. 3rd place to Stevie Reeves. 4th place to Stan Fogg. 5th place to Russ Gaither. Checkered is out. The field is under checkered. The Zeronian Rocket out of Visalia, California. Won by a guy, first visit to the racetrack, and he's ready to go. He'll be coming down to the front stretch for the usual pageantry. Gary, congratulations. We're going to throw it down trackside now to Bill Hill. Bill, are you ready?
Place Johnny's helmet off. Let's hear it for Jack. One. Go. How about that? And that's the third win, I believe, for the Ceruleans. Twice with Sleepy. Come over here, Jack. Congratulations. I tell you what, you must have known it all along because you're the most confident driver than I think I know. But I don't know. Just tell me a little bit. Tell them up there a little bit about working your way up and stand right on the tail of the leader until it was finally time to pass.
Well, I didn't really know if I could pass him. He was pretty fast, and I know he went with a 3 McCreary when I went with a 4, and I knew he'd be a little faster at the beginning, but we got quicker, and I think he got a little looser, or what, I'm not sure, but then on that restart, he was kind of showing me he was going to start in the middle, and, you know, between first and third, you got to take a gamble, and I gambled and went to the top, and I didn't know if I was going to open the door for Stevie or we were going to get singing, and I think we just lucked out on that restart, and probably if we just got lucky, you know.
Well, I don't know. It might be lucky in one way or another, but it's talent. And the Ceruleans, with I believe their third win, they've had 2 with Sleepy, put a good machine under your heavy foot, and there's a lot more to it in my estimation than luck.
Well, I want to thank Gary and George both for offering me the ride to, you know, to come out here, you know, and Chris and Matt, is that right? Mike. So they got kidnapped, and Gary kidnapped them and brought them back here to the Midwest for their first tour back here also. So he had 4 rookies he was working with, but McCreary tires, and I can't stand up for Bob East either, you know. Daggone it, I've been wanting to drive one of his race cars for a long time, and boy, these things work. I know why they're winning all the midget races, and what can you say? I want to thank everybody for being here tonight, and it's more fun when you got a crowd like this to win. And we did beat the best midget racers in the country.
Well, there's no doubt about that. They were all here. And if you could see what was going on behind you and watching Johnny Heidrich get closer and closer, and Stevie Reeves back there, those 2 were battling behind you, but I think they were far enough back that you couldn't hear them.
Well, I think the reason they were far enough back was because they were racing each other. Probably if either one of them got a shot, that they could race the track like I did.
Steve, congratulations.
Well, like I said, if some guys wouldn't have to race each other in the track and just concentrate on running me down, it probably would have made a difference. You know, it's not the same thing saying, hope we get a shot in traffic, but every time I was going to dig, he was zagging, he beat me out of the corner, so we just had to wait, and finally he just gave us an opening.
You know, I tell you what.
The paparazzi down there will take over. As soon as we have the official minutes, we'll give it to you. But until we're ready to go trackside again, with Mr. Bill Hill, Bill Train running down some of our... I see you got height right there, Bill. You want to go with Johnny? Bill? You want to go with Johnny height real quick?
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I see Johnny height right there.
I got to hear Johnny Mike. He's got a conference right now with his crew. Yeah, I got him right over here now. He and Bob Bauer and Joe and a few of them were talking, discussing the strategy and what possibly didn't happen. But Johnny, you ran a whale of a race and it lasted 5 more laps. Who knows? After those 5 laps that you had right now.
I've been a little short racing this year, and it's only allowed to late time out, and I just late time out. I know I think I could have ran a little better with Jack and the rest of the guys, but like they say, it's place to respect, and I just couldn't hang out and I roll and work one time out there, no power here, so hang on for a week, I guess.
Yeah, no way you're a weekend, but you don't have power steering either, and Sleepy said last night, he doesn't. Now, did you have it that it went out, or is it the fact that it just wasn't in there?
No, I just don't have it. The Sleepy probably trying to work than I do. It's just a lot of fun when you come to this place and you just don't even have a moment to breathe. I mean, you're fighting off the fence and you're trying to get it on the cushion without jumping over. With you and those guys, you can forget about that. You can just run wheel to wheel and breathing all of it. It doesn't matter. You know you're safe and you can just always learn it.
Well, you guys are a class bunch, and I know you're going to be back out here next year trying and during the 15th annual, and I know if the cards have got it, that it's in the cards that you're going to get one of these years.
You don't think that Belleville will keep on forgiving you if it work out for next year?
Right. We'll bring you out here 2 weeks in advance and put you on the heavy weights. John, it's enjoyable always to be with you and interview you.
Thanks again to Bob Bauer and RCC Starter Clutch and Ricky Stewart for giving us a super chassis and Stewart being down here for one heck of a power. Thanks again.
Johnny Heidrich. Marty?